Thanks for having me. It's a very interesting development that we are seeing. The Chinese have completely grind their imports to a halt in August. We expect also very low imports of US crude oil into China next month. And rumors has it now that potentially October will be a resuming month for China to go back to US for crude oil imports.
Last year, we know that Chinese imports accounted for 23% of total U.S. crude exports. Why have we seen the imports into China fall off so dramatically?
I think what we're seeing right now is increased trade tensions. You mentioned yourself, the IMF have just downgraded global economic activity for 2018 and 2019 to 3.7%. That is not good for global economy, and that's not good for trade and shipping in itself. I think China is flexing their muscles right now, and they do have alternatives for the U.S. Crude oil characteristics. So they turn increasingly to West Africa to source their needs.
Oh, so there are other suppliers for oil does that mean that U.S. could get replaced entirely?
What we have seen from West Africa over the past, say, 3 years has been that the U.S. have basically ceased their imports from Western Africa. They have sought new destinations for their crude oil exports, and they found plenty of homes for it in the Asian regions. What we've seen right now is that China, that have definitely been taking the lion's share of U.S. crude oil seaborne exports in the past couple of years, to the extent of 22 and 23% of all that has been exported out of the U.S. have now ground to a complete stop. They are sourcing now from West Africa increasingly, and as the characteristics of the crude oil is more or less the same, they can do so. It is, of course, hurtful to the shipping industry, as it costs sailing distances by some margin.
Are you also seeing a similar trend on dry bulk shipping, say soybeans?
Soybeans, of course, being a key agricultural commodity, also taking a center place in the entire trade war. And what we have seen in terms of most recent numbers from China is that if you compare August imports with August imports of 2017, Chinese have taken 95% less soybeans from the US as compared to 2017. So it's a significant downgrade.